rebounded a little bit here. Still about 15 or 20 points away from where I see the resistance on this OpX Friday.
Mm. I'm very
What was
mixed.
that
I'm very
level in the
mixed. This looked like a
S&P
very
again,
much like
Jack? What
yesterday.
was that level in the S&P again? Was that
Big fat,
69.26?
yeah, 6,900 in the SPX. In the futures, that's 6,914 or
14,
6,915,
okay.
thereabout.
Okay.
And you can see it's held so far today. We tried to spike above it on, let's take a look at about right when the ruling came out, when things were flying around, we kind of peaked above it
Yeah.
by 10 points. And then on every subsequent attempt, it stopped short of that level.
Mm. Oh, we have Google up 3%, Amazon up 2, Meta up 1.5. The rest are sideways a little bit. It's just more bullish than bearish, I guess. I'd be surprised if we don't see this market maybe test over 25,000 with that.
Hmm. Trying to get a sense of which stocks. I mean, every stock that's kind of like tariff centric seems to be up.
Walmart took a hit. That's a big tech stock. Down 2%. Metals have
Interesting.
been flying around. Oh, we
Bitcoin
have
in the spot market trading 67,100 thereabouts. Any subsequent move on bonds here? Not really. Just a little bit higher in yields.
okay. Dollar index also took a little bit of a hit, down 0.25%. I've been kind of following that a little bit just to see how it plays on these days. Just something that I've been doesn't it doesn't affect my trading, but it's just something I've been kind of monitoring since we've had that craziness with the metals is the dollar the dollar strength.
VIX is still 1957, so still below 20. A lot of localized violence in these markets.
Yeah, someone says, "Is it just me, or was all bad news and we still go up?" Well, we had higher than expected inflation. So does that lean towards rate cuts, a higher probability of rate cuts sooner rather than later? That could be looked at as maybe bullish tech.
Actually, they pushed him into July or June now.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. I mean, it's just the VIX is where it's at. Maybe we'll get the move after options expiration for the month. Like maybe this is the
That's
move. Things get jammed up, and then we see the move, the real move, like Monday.
good call. Yeah, today's the options expiration. Yeah, that's a big one.
Sure is.
Look at this. Yeah, the volatility. We've seen this throughout the week, right? These big pushes to the downside.
Periods.
Yeah.
Yeah. Almost got to value high. Market it's like teasing at some pretty decent levels, but just not quite getting there. At least the ES is. It's almost acting like it's in rollover.
It seems very much like
Dakota, how was
yesterday.
yeah.
Go ahead.
How was slow markets last night?
Very slow. We're getting back to the original slow markets with the metals slowing down, but a lot of why slow markets this week is so slow, back to like the original slow markets before this chaos of the metals.
Yeah,
It's China's on holiday. They're on holiday until the 23rd. So we're not seeing
that's right.
as much volume during the Asian session. So that's fine. We'll see how it kicks back off come the after the 23rd they get back to business. And It felt nice. It felt so good not to have the metals flying everywhere for once
Bet.
during slow markets.
But and you've
But
seen
traders
how
are
the
doing well.
volume has just fallen off since the big breakdown in metals. I mean, the volume is just evaporated. I'm sure that China being on vacation has something to do with that. How much do you think it's going
Yeah.
to? How do you think those markets are going to change when we bring those participants back into the marketplace?
Hopefully not too much. I pointed this out, the ATR, right? To put in perspective, I'll pull up right here. Put in perspective what we're actually seeing in the metals, right? Everyone's talking. It's like, oh well, why don't you like? Why are they changing dramatically? Look at this. This is an average true range on the daily. This is gold. This is gold the past few years, right? It's been slowly starting to increase, even more so since, you got October. But look at this. The average true range on gold, say last year, 2020, like last year, 2014, 2000, even 2025, was around $50 in a day. We got up to almost $230 a day on an average true range.
Wow.
Insane. And
Yeah.
for percent wise, silver was a lot more dramatic. We pull up silver on the daily. We pull up silver on the daily. Look at this one. We were about $1 move a day on average.
Yeah.
We got up to almost $11. So 11 times that, and it's just hard to wrap your head around. That's just so crazy on an average true move in a day. And of course you could zoom in different time frames and do that same comparison. But it's still just as dramatic, right? On the hourly chart, imagine making, you know, 30 cents an hour on average on these moves, and we jump up to $5.50 an hour. An hour on on silver. It's just mind blowing on some of the volatility that we've seen in metals. And now we've settled back down. You could see, right? There's a beautiful, drop off in volatility. But the thing is, we're still
Mhm.
well above average, right? The average here in silver was around, like I was saying, 35 cents an hour, and we're still hovering around $1 an hour. So we're still 3 times as volatile in this type of a market environment, even on the China holiday and even off after the big drop off in volatility. It's the same with gold. So these markets are still very volatile. They're not as volatile as they used to be to start the year, but it's still volatile. It's a nice volatility now, so it's more real, better to trade,
Yeah.
I believe.
Love that.
More manageable.
Yeah, yeah,
Man,
and
that
that's
was
why.
that was the wildest trading day I've seen in a long, long time.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Here's Nasdaq pushing up towards session highs
Yeah.
here. Google's
Oh, we're testing
Yeah.
the
almost up
6,900.
4%. Yeah, Google's up almost 4%. So here's that breakout through those 25,000. Yeah,
Love to
it's
see it.
crazy.
For
VIX
all this,
coming off.
we're just up a 0.5% in the
Come
ES.
on.
We're up 0.85% the NQ. The Russell is flat basically right now.
Mm, I wouldn't mind a
Oh,
breakout through the high.
Jack. We're
Yes,
up near that 69.14 level.
we sure are, Hogue.
Current value high.
I think per the rules, you'll have to be the one to execute the trade.
Yep.
I'm still seeing real resistance there, rural resistance.
All right.
I'm
We
long
are
one micro
current
Nasdaq.
on one MNQ.
Yep, from 51,
We're at
51 Hogue.
51.
Yeah, I might end up scaling into this. Looking for a breakout above this 080. And this feels oddly similar to yesterday. I was
Yep.
doing the same thing yesterday too, I think. Playing for a breakout. We were a little more range bound though yesterday. We shall see.
Well, Jack, we got an order in, but it ran away. So for now.
Oh, almost.
51. Back to break even there. There you go. There you go, Dakota.
Oh wow! I was looking to scale in, and it's not giving me time any price action to scale in. We're going. That was 50 points straight up
Yeah, it
from
was.
those lows. I think 26, almost 50 points.
Well, while we see if this breakout plays out, we do have some live funded traders we like to give kudos to with some big winning days. Who do we got on the live funded leaders today?
Yeah.
Top of the list, Fernanda, $35,220. That is a huge day. I'll have to ask around back and see what she was trading. Key, 16 grand. Begeet, 15. Muhammad and Jonathan rounding out all above 10K. Huge days. Let's lock it in and go into the weekend feeling like Fernanda M.
Beautiful, beautiful. That's a great way to go into the weekend like that. 35, 35 big ones.
Oh, yeah.
All right, we're trying. We're trying to break through these session highs. Tried it a couple times. Nvidia having a very nice
Ryan.
rally the past 10 minutes or so. I'm liking that one as well. Back testing these highs in these 070s. Look, watching this 5-minute chart. That high is what 80. Okay, we're starting to go. We're starting to cook here. Oh well, wow. Okay, we're going. Session highs. Session
Here we
highs.
are,
We're printing.
6902 in the SPX.
All right. We're short 294, 69.14, Jack.
I'm gonna take profit right
Love
here
it.
at these 90s.
Short 2 MES 69. Did you say 6914?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm flat. I got 25,095.
Let's hold up, my OpEx brethren.
Nice. That's all I
Ooh.
wanted. I wanted that little breakout. We got it. We didn't get that one yesterday. Now
I
we
don't
could
even want
sell
to say
off.
it. I'm not even gonna say it. I don't want to say anything.
Hush, child. Bostic is still speaking.
Potential
Not that probably matters at
potential
this
failed
point.
upside auction in the Nasdaq.
That's
Mm.
good. Yeah, I took
You got
profit at
10 minutes.
25,095, so I'm a happy camper over here.
Nice trade.
All right.
Jones, yeah, that was kind part of it, right? Where I'm long and I'm looking to take profit, and then you hear Hogan them looking to short. I'm like, yeah, get out of this. Get me out of that.
and
And that was the right decision. We're 40 points lower.
Yeah, well, time will tell.
time we have 10 minutes to the top of the hour. Look around here. Bitcoin not moving too much. Yeah, Google, as you said, up 3.6% right now.
3.8 now.
10-year yield back
It's
to 4.09.
yeah, Google's pumping. Nvidia is pushing. It's up 1% now. Google, yeah, Nvidia caught a really nice bid. So was gold. Gold and silver rallying a little bit
Like
here
that.
too. Yeah, gold and silver rallying.
Hey, Nasdaq back to the IB high.
shall
Nvidia
see.
Nvidia keeps running. It's almost to 190.
Been a long time since we had, or at least in these markets, Nvidia all-time highs. It's trading 212 or 214 or something like that.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Where's our stop on this? Just below the highs, Hogue?
Yeah, 16,921 in the orders. I just moved it down because we're seeing extension in the Nasdaq now.
Nvidia, my old friend. Why?
It's maybe we get a little bit of a pullback here.
Got about 8 minutes to see if we can close that Nasdaq below the initial balance high.
All right,
If not, we're going to be out of these.
fair enough. Google up 4%. Man, nothing's holding Google back. It's almost overtaking Apple for market cap.
Oh yeah, Google's up there.
Yeah, we got Apple's market cap 3.86 trillion, Google's 3.81 trillion. So it was a big change today with Apple up 0.8 and Google up 4%. So not up there a little bit, but Nvidia is still number one, at 4.6.
In my book,
At their lows, Google was getting closer to them when Nvidia was getting beat down a little bit, and Google was at its highs maybe like a month ago.
I
We're
remember that.
probably gunning
Yeah,
for these highs.
Nvidia breaking through those
Nasdaq just
190.
driving. There's a lot of energy up here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's running.
Um,
Wow. Yeah. Tried
Yeah.
to get into multiple contracts to have a runner, and it just didn't let me. That's all right. Take a look at these other markets, though. Man, we had a big sell
what do you
off there
see
on
in
gold in the New York session. Like that was pretty. That's a pretty big move. 50.84, almost an $80 sell off in 5 minutes, 10 minutes this morning.
Need some liquidity above here in the S&Ps as well. Got within a tick of us.
Yeah. Come on, you dog.
The only Tech 9 stock that's
Get
red
some
is
information here.
Walmart.
Hmm.
Nasdaq's getting us.
We're,
Uh,
yeah, we're gonna take out the
Nvidia's getting
highs.
us. Back above 190 now. We're out.
All right.
We got what,
Cheap
5
lesson.
minutes until the close of that 1 hour candle. I don't understand this market. This is not good news for the U.S.
I know.
Sometimes we don't understand what's going on. I mean, you can make an argument. It's like, okay, no tariffs. That's good for those that import stuff. I don't know. Someone could say it's higher than expected inflation, increases the probability of interest rate cut. Maybe this is something where it's like, okay, now we know some of the uncertainties. Um, you're okay with putting risk back into the markets.
And that's what
And
the markets are showing us right now. Like the VIX is down on this news. So regardless of how anyone feels about it, the people pricing the insurance see it as being slightly less volatile now.
yeah, yep. Ultimately, at the end of the day, that's why we trade price action, not feelings. Some of my biggest losses were based off of what I thought was going to happen. Yeah,
I would argue all of I've never gone to a position trying to lose.
exactly. Exactly. I almost took a big loss yesterday in the Percy account, and that end of day rally saved me because I thought for sure that we were gonna rally back up into the middle of the range yesterday. Didn't happen until the last like 10 minutes.
Yep.
Hanging around these highs right now. We've been pretty bullish if you look at the 30-minute since the bell, pretty much. Just a small pullback on the bell.
Watch this next couple of minutes. I'm gonna sell it again. Call me crazy.
Oh no. Craziest stuff tends to work. Those trades you hate sometimes that
Yeah, right.
2 minutes until we get the candle closure that Hogue is looking for.
Top of the hour in 2 minutes. Where does the Nasdaq have to finish, above or below, for that? What we're looking
For
for?
what?
2508. 25083.
Okay, very unlikely then.
No
Not
extension in
impossible.
the S&Ps.
Drop back
Why I
down to
like
the
the shorts
5 minute.
again. It's cheap.
Yeah. I got 1 minute.
Don't sell a Friday rally.
It
This
tends to
makes it
be. Now I'm
tough.
starting to get, yeah.
Yeah, one market closing above the IB high and one market closing below the IB high on the 30-minute bar here. Which one wins?
Nasdaq's just strong. We might see the same movie we seen the other day where we just rally, zombie rally.
It's hard to short these things, isn't it?
Yes, it
Or
is.
how long have we been saying BTFD?
Always hook. I always have this one on my desk.
There it is.
Yep. Always have it. BTFD. I mean, shorts
That's
are very
Dakota's training plan.
profitable, but you got to be more accurate with timing when you're shorting
Okay,
these
no short
markets.
now. No shorts.
All right. That is 10 o'clock. So can you explain, Hogue, why that trade idea went out the window there?
All right. Well, largely because of the Nasdaq. So we're always looking for failed upside auctions or failed downside auctions. So the Nasdaq closed this 30-minute bar above the initial balance high. The fact that it did that, and we just talked a few minutes ago about how much energy it takes to extend the range on a day with a wide initial balance. The fact that the market that was able to close up there says that energy may actually be in the market. S&Ps did not close up there. S&Ps closed back down below it, but it didn't create a failed upside auction either. So we don't have excess up here above the initial balance high. I still want to sell it. Based on what the S&Ps are saying, it should be sold. Based on what the Nasdaq is saying, as long as we hold above that initial balance high, it should be bought. Which one's going to win?
We are back roughly to 6,900 in the SPX right now.
Hmm?
Still great amount of positive gamma here.
Zombie rally. Let's see.
Yeah, Nvidia up over 1% now.
Yeah. Was there news on Google that's causing it to be up 4%? Individual news?
Let me see.
Not that I saw.
Hmm. Yeah, look at
Nothing
them.
that
Yeah,
jumps out.
Nasdaq's going still. New session
Yep.
highs.
Don't sell the Nasdaq right now.
Amazon up 3%. Meta just caught a really big bid right there. It's almost up 3% as well. Broadcom up 1.25. VIX getting hit still. Turbo NQ's back. Hey, yeah. Yeah. There goes NVIDIA, new session highs. Metals aren't reacting too much around here. Metals are up.
Metals are up.
Metals are up. Silver up
Metals are up.
5%. Yep. I don't think it's been a while since I've seen a day where silver is not up or down 5%, to be honest. Every time I look at the dang thing.
Well, while we dance around these highs here, we got a few
Yep.
announcements. So we're going to kick it over to James at Top Step HQ to let us know about those. So, James, do your thing.
That's right. I'm here reporting live from Toss-Up HQ, and I'm here to talk to you about the things that you need to know to stay in the know about all things Toss-Up TV. Hey guys, today I'm talking about your favorite social media app. That's right, TikTok. You're always going off on it in chat. You're sharing TikToks left and right. You're doing the dances. That's where Hogue learned the thing. But did you know that you can also follow TikTok or follow Toss-Up TV on TikTok? That's right. We have one. I told you guys, there's a social media account out there. You can find Tops Up TV on it. Now, I know a lot of you probably don't have TikTok, but you probably know somebody with TikTok. There's no better way to introduce them to Top Step in the futures market than through the Top Step TV TikTok account. Yeah, it's essentially a one for one of our Instagram, but you don't care about that. You still get market highlights, best of clips, informations when you need it, and best of all, it's on the TikTok app. That's right, they tried to take it away, but we still have it. TikTok. Go ahead and click the link in the chat. If you have the app, follow us on it. If you know somebody with the app, well, just recommend that they follow us on it. We greatly appreciate it. Then later today, group coaching. You guys know what I'm going to say, but group coaching. It's the point in the show where you get to have your questions answered live right here on air. Each day, we are joined by three incredible Top Step TV personalities to answer your trading questions, charting questions, and questions about life in general. And today is no exception. Today at noon o'clock, we are joined by Hogue, Deanna, and Hoop. That's right. Metal Markets host herself, Deanna, will be sitting down with us. If you if Metal Markets is too early for you to wake up, if 5:30 a.m. is unobtainable, well, guess what? Deanna's going to be here at 12 p.m. Central Time to answer all of your questions about anything Metal Markets related. Deanna, Hogue, and Hoop, 12 o'clock. We're going to drop a link in the chat right now. Go ahead and click on it. It's pinned. It's going to be pinned all the way up until group coaching and probably through that hour as well. So you have plenty of time to think of a question, submit it, and then make sure that you're back in your seat for group coaching at noon. That's all I got for you guys for today. Let's throw it back to the guys in the charts and keep rolling on with fast markets.
Roll on. Roll on.
Guys and charts assemble.
Guys in charts assemble on the tickety talk.
I'm just noticing too that this level we've been talking about, the 6900 SPX is also the 50-day or just around the 50-day moving average for the SPX.
Okay.
I see it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking
Saw a
for a
little
pullback
bit
in
of
that.
selling coming in up here.
Yeah, I want to buy this. I want to buy these pullbacks here.
The
Show
Nasdaq,
us
I
the
can
way.
certainly see it.
Question is when and where.
Never wrong, just early.
Just early. Yeah.
What other markets?
All right. Still haven't taken out the I behind the
Bitcoins.
S&Ps, but it's not coming off very far either, is it? Can't sell it with
No.
the Nasdaq up there. Can't
Yeah,
sell
we
it.
did get about a 40-point pullback in the Nasdaq. Was that enough? No, we might get a little bit more. Might get a little bit deeper here.
25,100. You got low volume below that.
Okay. Yeah, I'd like a decent pullback. Maybe a pullback down to 25,020s, kind of where we broke out, where we started this breakout.
Ooh,
I don't know if
20s.
we could get. Yeah, I don't know if we could get all the way down there though.
We get all the way down there, I don't think you're going to want it anymore.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Depends how we get there and what we do when we get there. That's usually the sticking point.
Maybe shaping up to have something like on what was it, Wednesday? Where we kind of took off to this same options level. If we look at my chart here. Um this is the third real attempt to take out this level here. On Wednesday, we started selling off after lunch.
What level?
69.15 in the
69.
futures, like whatever the SPX 6900 is. So on Wednesday, we shot up to it early in the day and then like chopped around it for a long time before selling off almost back into that first candle on the open.
Okay.
How do you like the tempo up here, Dakota and the Nasdaq? I mean, are you seeing participation? Does it look like there's eyeballs on this up here?
Yeah, it just seems like the sellers are trying. That's for sure. It feels like we're primed for a zombie rally type day where we might not get much in terms of like sell off and buy the dips, and it might be difficult to get into positions. Easy to get in shorts, right? But we see how
Yeah.
that movie plays often, but not what we've seen earlier. Unless news, we got some Fed speakers. Do we have any more Fed speakers today?
Well,
Logan.
we have OPEX this afternoon. We have, yeah, as Hogue mentioned, Logan. We have the Baker Hughes rig count, everyone's favorite rig count at noon. Then, as mentioned, the February monthly options expire at 3 p.m. Central. And then the weekend.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of tension going into this weekend too about that geopolitical risk.
Yes.
So I know, was it Andre's boss that said they'd hold one short mini
Yeah,
going
just
into the
thinking that.
weekend?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Andre's old boss.
Yeah.
That used to be the
Hold a short
thing.
mini into the
Like,
weekend.
yeah, I mean, I would definitely, um, when we were trading our positions, would make sure I definitely didn't want to be like negative delta in the treasuries because when something bad happens over the weekend, the treasuries, at least at that time, would just spike up. But you would have got rolled doing it this year because there has been a pattern of like Friday sell-offs on something from the administration, and then they've undo it before OPEX open. Sorry, not OPEX, before the open on Sunday night.
We've seen it on like what, October 10th, where we had that huge sell off, and then Monday just huge bounce back. Sunday morning, yeah.
And Emmons, there's your 89s, the Nasdaq.
not a deep enough pullback for me. But yeah, it slowed down a lot the last 15 minutes.
Yeah. It's not
Yeah.
showing the kind of energy for continuation, if you ask me.
We got that breakout, and now we're kind of hesitating both directions.
Yeah.
Same with the equities too. I'm looking around and not much.
It's kicking my
Gold and
fucking
silver
ass,
still not
fuckers.
doing much either right now. Some buying. Someone says Dow is a straight line. Got any of you guys got eyes on the Dow? Is it straight up?
I don't really monitor the Dow. I just look at their components from time to time.
I don't know if I don't
You fucking assholes.
I don't
Fucking,
yeah, I don't have anything on the
fucking way are
Dow.
you
I
going?
don't trade it, look at it.
Would we
All
be able
right.
to go to my charts really quick? I just want to show this. If you go to your like 15-minute chart, this is just what I was discussing earlier. Is on Wednesday. Looks like it could be remarkably similar. We had a little deeper pullback this morning, but over the past 3 sessions, maybe further. No, since the sell-off, this
No.
level right here has been the stopping point. 3 good attempts at it. This is the third.
Okay. We're starting to see a little bit of selling coming in, but it's like we hit a brick wall back and forth, and it's a battle up here.
I still like
Um,
shorts because I'm crazy.
Fair enough. Okay. Fair enough. I'd like to see a pullback too in these equities.
I'm with you, Hogue. Somebody asked, where can I look up when a contract expires? Well, if you're trading equities, when the contract expires is in the code. Well, roughly. Then I'll tell you the second part. So MES is the product. H is March. 26 is the year 2026. So this contract expires in March of 2026. When does it expire? Well, you'll be rolled before that because we roll everything on Top Step X. But it expires what? The same as the options, like the third Friday of March.
Yes. Yeah,
So here's the yeah.
the switch day is usually the second Tuesday of the month, unless the first day of the month is a Tuesday.
Okay.
That's when we'll usually switch to the next month, and the expiration is on that Friday afterwards.
Good thing the
The
platform does
important
it
thing to
for you.
remember from that, yeah, is on any platform, no matter what you're doing, um, you never want to put yourself in a position where you're trading a contract that is close to expiration. You are asking to
I
get demolished.
I accidentally
You're
did that
asking
once.
for trouble.
Yep, I accidentally did that once and didn't realize until after the fact. And I'm like, wait, where's all the volume? What's going on? It was a little spooky.
We talk a lot about the time that oil went negative, but if you were trading the contract you should, oil didn't go negative. Like it wasn't on Top Step X. We didn't have Top Step X back then. Whatever you were trading on, oil didn't go negative on the run contract. It went negative on a contract that was very close to expiration, as I recall.
Correct. Yeah. A lot of platforms didn't even show it. It just showed 0.
Yeah, a lot of platforms weren't set up to have a product go below 0.
Yeah, I remember that I was trading it and just like, whoa, pull it up and it wasn't showing anything. I thought I didn't have internet. I was freaking out a little bit. That's when oil was the hot market to trade.
Who'd have thunk it? Who'd have
Yeah.
thought crude oil would go below 0?
The people that
But when they
knew
tell you,
that,
yeah,
yeah, made killing. I mean,
Didn't they
I've
make?
heard
Yes.
stories of just like some very small trading operations, like some single office in Connecticut or something, making like $500 million in that trade. Uh,
Yeah,
you only
I've
get a few of
seen a
those a
document.
career where you have you know near infinite liquidity at like 1 cent or something like that, and it can go lower, and your counterparties presumably don't.
That's an edge. That's an edge. Nasdaq's selling off. Hogue.
This is the
We were a
sell-off,
little bit
man.
crazy, but here we
We were
are.
Yeah.
we were
Do you still want to buy
close.
it down here?
Yes. Yep. Like I said, not
Okay.
only if we get down here, the question is what we do
20s.
when we do get down here, because we're at these 020s right now. So let's see. Let's see how we react and what we do when we're down here.
So the
There's a
original
3-ball
stop, Jack, was
reversal.
above the high of the day in the S&Ps. We'd still be
Yeah.
in. We need it.
Well, the real reward
Oh,
is
you fucking pricks.
seeing it work out. So yeah, now especially if you look back at the 15 minutes, it's looking similar. We didn't chop around as long. We'll see if Dakota wants to ride the lightning here.
Yeah, we got those 020s, and sure enough, we're bouncing off of it. I want to see how we react down here first. If this is just going to be one where I should have bought those 020s or what?
Mr. John, CME.com, Doherty tells me I can let you all know that the daily levels are back up for micros. If you refresh, you will see them.
Nice.
If you guys want to go back later and watch, during the early part of fast markets, JD gave an amazing rundown without seeing it of how to go to the CME website and check the settlement price of products.
There we go. Okay, I'm long one from 38. One micro. Damn,
All right.
just like that.
All right.
Just like that. Would you look at that? Let's see if we can get some buyers stepping in
Decisive.
here.
Decisive. I like it.
Honestly, sometimes I might on this. I need to go back and do the math on this. How many times I've been up at least 10 points just so quick where I could just put a take profit at like 10 points in and out and not have to stress. I know Mandy's a quick scalper like that.
Yeah.
I'm sure those
Yeah.
numbers would be mind blowing. Just take the 10 points and get out. There's definitely something to that.
World Trade Organization, no comment on U.S. tariff court ruling. Trump, I have to do something about the courts. Bostic, that's back 40 minutes ago. If inflation goes the wrong way and starts to rise, the Fed will have to have rate hikes on the table.
I'm just going to get out. I'm going to get out. I'm going
Yeesh.
to stay green. Stay green on this one. For 1-to-1, still green. I'll put the trade back on. Don't worry. I'm still looking for longs down here. Looking for
Yeah. Here's
longs and
your
all that.
020s that you were really looking for.
Yeah. Yeah. This is where we started the breakout. This is where I was long to start this morning.
We got 8 minutes and 30 seconds until London close for the week. Euro. Maybe we get some action then. Mentioned we got Baker Hughes later. Means it's Friday. Happy Friday to everybody watching.
Yep. It's been a short week. Next week's a full week.
Ye old.
Okay, I'm good. I'm taking this long
Right.
024.
All right.
Let me see. It's looking a little bit about like yesterday, Hogue, where I don't see if on this down move, there's not a ton of resistance on the way down.
Oh,
By resistance, you mean support?
Yeah,
It's
sorry.
fire.
Before I was in the show, I just use resistance for everything. I was to just
Right.
taught
Right. It's I think that's fighting against something, right?
support. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
like the definition of the
I'm with
word
you.
resistance.
Buyers just keep getting smacked down here. We retested 25,000. I'm looking to get into a second contract. That's going to take a little bit more time. We got 2 more minutes till this 5-minute candle closes.
A little tape bomb there.
Yeah, things are juking. Let's take a look at the 1 second chart. My favorite. I just love having access to it. Yeah, somebody sold 1200 ES there
Yeah.
in a go.
That was a stop.
Just a casual 1200 contracts.
Yes. Yes.
All right, I added my second contract. 2 contracts, average price 023.
Right.
Get that
Yeah, that's a
napkin.
good spot there. That's psychological 2500.
If we get the buyer stepping in around there. This is the zone. This is the zone I want to be in. Right, breakout, pullback, maybe retesting this breakout. This was resistance, and I'm looking for this to become support. But it is Friday. It is Friday. Let's see. Let's see how this plays out.
Cody, you just brought up a suppressed memory. I was long the S and P's and I was down money. I'd step out of the pit and I'd start yelling, "Buy 'em! Buy 'em! Buy 'em!"
Okay.
Trying to make people in the pit think somebody was in there buying everything. I have
Ah,
no idea if it worked. Sometimes it would, sometimes it wouldn't.
Well, it's not working now, Hog.
I know. They can't hear me.
Yeah. Scream louder. Go louder.
that's 6900 SPX. Still, it's the biggest gamma level on the board. Most positive.
Okay, I'm gonna get out of this early and get back
Yeah,
in.
this.
Yeah. Yeah,
That's frustrating.
we're just getting cooked here. There's a lot of selling pressure.
Hmm.
Just a little too stingy. That's okay.
Yep. It happens. Oh yeah. I just noticed. You had a pretty good 3-bar reversal on the high there up in the NASDAQ.
Yeah, that looks
5-minute.
good. Up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, up there.
I just noticed. So much to look at. So much going on. You had to keep track of everything. That's the breaks.
Yeah. Well, we've
Okay,
got
I'm
through
back in.
most of the. Okay.
Back in.
Yep, back in.
3 minutes until Euro close.
This will be my
What's
last
happening to our
attempt at a long here.
Hmm. What's our tilt looking like?
Damn.
A little short. VWAP is down. Overnight VWAP's at 68.89. We follow the Wednesday game plan. The other side, at least from an options perspective, of this is down at the like 68, 64. Bottom of the initial balance is a little bit above that.
Right, long 3 from 0.5003.
All right. Hope you found the bottom there.
It's still in the same zone though, Hoke. That's the thing. These small paper cuts, even though they're
Yeah.
small, they add up. We'll see if
Yep.
this is a play. We got Nvidia bouncing again. A lot of buyers stepping in on Nvidia and seeing buyers step in now in these equities. So we'll see if it holds. We'll see if these buyers can sustain.
Just a minute. Maybe the we got some covering here, maybe from Europe going into the weekend. We talked about that. Got 45 seconds until the closing bell there.
Buyers are starting to give it back, right back. Okay, yeah. I'm out. I'm out. I'm not gonna play around with that. They tried. They tried a few times. That's a
Good out.
Yeah. Good cut.
Dumping
Good cut.
down.
Damn it.
Yeah. And here's the close for London and little initial selling right after it. Just touching the VWAP now.
we gave it all right back.
Definitely possible to go way more red as right now ES is up 0.2% on the day from settlement. NASDAQ 0.5%. Russell is down 0.4%.
Nvidia giving back all those gains, head right back towards settlement. Walmart continues to get hit, down 2.6.
S&P's back to VWAP. Getting a little bounce off of that.
All right, Hogue. Well, I know you have to leave pretty soon to get ready for the morning highlights, but any final words for the fast market viewers?
Yeah. Take it easy, folks. Let the trades come to you. If you go looking for them, you're going to find them. Some pretty good opportunities today. Lots of new data in the markets. Lots for these markets to digest over the weekend. Dakota, always a pleasure. Jack, always a pleasure. And we'll see you very shortly for the morning highlights. We'll see you in a bit.
See you later, Hogue.
Just keeps
So Dakota, what Hogue says reminds me. Oh, you're still in this position here. How we doing?
Yeah, 988 this time. Still wanting to get long. I don't mind doing it. This is just very small size micros, right? Micros allowing me to, I guess, try this multiple times. But what was that question, Jack?
Oh, there's no question. Hogue was talking about looking trouble, you'll find it. My kid has a book that tells the same story. It's about bumping buffalo. Okay. And bumping
Bumping
buffalo.
buff.
Yeah. He goes around and bumps all the other animals and bumps all the other trees. And he eventually goes looking for
Okay.
trouble and he bumps into a cave full of wild dogs and they chase him and bite him.
Okay.
And then he has to hide forever because he doesn't want any more trouble. So don't be bumping buffalo, is what I'm trying to say. It's
So
Friday.
baffle,
Don't get
right?
biffed up. Yes.
That's- I like it. Okay. I'm gonna manage risk. Tighten up that stop here. This is why small size and risk management is just so important here. How many losses did I take coming down? Right, like 3 or 4, and I'm in profit. So
Yeah, man, we bounced to the tick off of VWAP, overnight VWAP in the ES.
okay, I'm gonna take one profit there, one contract off right there. I got 42 on that one.
Well, I think there's something to learn with, as you said, the paper cuts on the way down are easier. You didn't just keep on. You probably would have taken
Adding
some
to it,
serious
right?
heat if you were just adding to it on that whole move down.
Yeah, there'd be a difference. I've done that before, right? I'm sure a lot of traders have done it before, where it's like,
Oh,
I like
yes,
this
I have.
zone here, and it's like, okay, I'm gonna try. You get in like 1, 2, and then you just get in too big of a position size, and then you get stopped out or liquidated or hit your day loss limit, and then we turn around and you're like, dang it. But it's so much easier. Just a small loss. Hey, this is still a good trade. It sets up again. Small loss. Small loss. And then, it does bounce. And I'm like, okay, now I'm in profit. I'm net positive off this trade. And of course, you want the trade to work out the very first time. Sometimes it doesn't do that. And sometimes if it just keeps selling off, that's when I take my loss. Like, today was a loss. I was buying the dip and we kept dipping, and I just have to accept that it was a loss. And that's the reality of it. There's been plenty of times where it's like, if we keep selling off or we hesitate and keep going down, okay, I'm taking my loss for the day. I'm done. Market's not doing what I want it to do. That's why we have daily loss limits. That's why we manage risk. Happens to you all the time. Yeah, that's happens to a lot of traders.
Good stuff all around. Our stocks, Google sold 3.8%, Meta up 2%, Amazon 1.66%. VIX
We need to see buyers
up
sustain
closer
above
to
this
20.
though.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need buyers to get back above these 40s. We run the risk of just there we go. There we go. We got buyers start trying to step in there.
Giddy up.
Yeah.
Still same story in the SPX levels. We're losing a little bit of that positive gamma.
As I could get above these 40s, I think I'll be in a pretty good position here. Equities are trying. They're trying. Bless their heart.
Do it. Do it for Dakota.
Do it. I mean, we have a lot of resistance from this morning at this area. I better watch what I draw.
Mhm.
Sometimes my art gets a little wild.
They mentioned
Gold's
gold
breaking
did break
out.
out above its high.
Yeah, it did.
I'm back to test it again right now.
NW. Let's go. Trying to get above these 40s again. Come on, NASDAQ. I believe in you.
So where are you just gonna like trail this, or are you gonna take another one off
Yeah,
at
yep.
some level and
I'm gonna
then?
I'm gonna take another one off if we could break through these 40s, and I'll slap the ask, right? Like I'm gonna get out hitting, join ask on a momentum burst higher if we could get it, and then that very last one contract, I have that luxury of scaling it. That's the beautiful thing about micros is you have the luxury of taking profits as we rally up, and you also have the luxury of keeping one on as a runner to trail it. Yep, slap that ask.
You said
That's
it.
the DBA concepts. Jack. DBA concept.
I think there's occasionally an epidemic on this show of trying to get cute with the position they want for like a tick or two. Is I think sometimes you just got to get in. And that's the advantage of having a liquid market like ES, NQ. NQ less so, but definitely ES. Look at this little ripper.
All right.
Were Andre here, he'd say stocks not done.
We're not done. We're in a good position here. We're in a good position. Feels good to be long and strong. Let's get that zombie rally now.
And how I justify mentally too, because I trade mostly the ES or MES, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or bonds or stocks.
Okay.
There's basically always a quarter, just one tick bid ask spread in the MES, right? Or the ES. So
Yeah.
if you're just like joining bid or joining offer, it's like, yeah, you get the quarter point, but some of that is diminished by adverse selection. If you're waiting to get filled on the bid or ask, you are opening yourself to getting filled by a more savvy operator, or more likely than that, algorithm market maker.
Correct. Yep. Here we
That's what I'm
go.
saying
I
is
mean,
just get
there's
in.
80 points. There's 80 points. Yeah, it's like that saying, right? What's more important, location or just being in the market? And sometimes just being in the market is worth more. And you got like one or two tick spread. You're not paying much. Now, if you're trading
Yes,
like
silver, different story.
silver during the Asian session, you're paying like $200-300 just to get in. Yeah, so I took profit for my second contract and I have a runner. So this is another good example, and I tell traders this all the time, and a lot of people that's been here know and understand. Win percentage is not the holy grail. Risk reward is not the holy grail. You can't have one without the other. And you just watched me go 3 losses and 1 win and come out green.
Love to see it. We also like to see. So I see John Doherty's in back right now. He's going to hit us with some of the top 5 funded P&Ls and payouts. JD, are you ready?
I am ready. Let's do it. Let's take a look at yesterday's top 5 live funded payouts and P&Ls. Let's start with the P&Ls. Here they are. Running me through my paces on some of the names today. Here are your P&Ls. Mukund, $17,120 trading in a 50K live funded account. First day in that live funded account. Big day for Mukund. Nice job. I imagine we'll be seeing this name again very soon. Christopher B, $15,814 in a 150K live funded account, trading the NASDAQ. 26 winning days, just a couple away from daily payouts in that live funded account. Chow, 11,758 in a 50K live funded account, trading the NASDAQ. $22,000 payout earlier this month. Big month for Chow. Anna M, $11,034 trading the ES. First winning day in this live funded account. Been in it for about a week. Finally nailed one. Big day for Anna. Nice job. Cameron C, $9,197 in a 50K live funded account. Trading the NASDAQ. Started last week. 2 winning days now. Getting closer to that payout number. Nice job to these live funded traders. All right, we got some payouts to go over also. These traders are going to have a nice weekend. This is how you go into the weekend, right? 33,000, let's call it $34,000 for Swinbeck. I looked that up a couple of times to how to pronounce it phonetically. Swinbeck, 33,995. Keeley, 23,732. Curvins, 15,310. Maria, 8,970. And Wilmer V, just about 4,500 bucks. These are traders in the live markets pulling money out of the live markets, putting in their pockets. Great job to all of them. Back to you guys. I'll be back in a bit.
Thank you, JD. Could that be
30
Wilmer Valderrama?
Nice.
We'll never know.
And NASDAQ's not done here. There it is. There it is. I'm just going to take profit. I'm going to take